joint practice against the Giants.
Good thing Mr. Kraft doesn't pay Coach Belichick by the word, because he can save a lot of money, because he does very little talking.
Yep.
Skip, it's a big advantage, because the thing is, Cam's the starter. Now, I can only base it on how John got the starting reps when we were in Denver.
John Elway.
John Elway. In most people do 10-play periods.
Yep.
John would get 8 plays. So that means Cam Newton's getting somewhere between 7 and 8, and Mac Jones getting 2.
Agreed.
Now, all of a sudden, Mac Jones is getting 7 to 8 plays, and the backup is getting 2. And so I'm not saying that this is going to lead to Mac Jones starting, but I think it leads to Coach Belichick feeling comfortable if Cam struggles, going to Mac Jones probably earlier, knowing that he's gotten these reps under his belt more so probably quicker than he normally would have.
Yep.
And that's what happened. No, the greatest story in football, Skip, happened because why? Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady got in there, and even when Drew Bledsoe got healthy, he never, ever got that job back.
And that was the greatest decision Bill Belichick made in his career, and that was a tough one.
It was a tough one.
Because he was the incumbent, and you're not supposed to lose your job because of injury.
Drew Bledsoe had taken this team to a Super Bowl. He was, what, a year or 2 removed from getting a $100 million contract?
Yep.
And Coach Belichick says, I don't give a blip. I believe this guy gives us a better chance, and they never look back. So this is why you're careful. Skip, why you think Tom take all them reps? Why you think Peyton Manning took all those reps? We never knew what Peyton Manning backup could do, because he even took the kneel downs late in the ball game.
I never even knew who the backup was.
Exactly. And that's what the starters want to do. I don't want you to get any looks. If you take a look at him, he's going to be doing scout team. Cam put himself in this situation, and it seems to me, well, we don't know if Cam. Well, the protocol says unvaccinated players, if they leave, these are the type of protocols that they got to go through when they come back. So it's telling me he's having to go through these protocols. He's unvaccinated. But he put himself in this situation that Coach Belichick and the coaching staff gets a longer look at Mac Jones. He set himself up for this. I'm not saying, Skip, it's going to lead to him starting week 1. But what I will say, and what I do believe, is that this gives Coach Belichick a greater comfort level of going to Mac Jones probably earlier than he probably would, knowing he's getting these kinds of quality reps at this stage.
I have told you from the start about a guy that you loved going into the draft even more than I did, Mac Jones.
Yes.
That I believe in Belichick's heart of hearts, sooner than later, he wants to go forward with Mac Jones.
I'll agree with that.
Okay? It's Coach saban. It's their connection. They're like-minded. They're sort of the 2 peas in the same pod.
Right.
Saban endorsed this kid, even though the Patriots snatched him all the way down at 15. I think Belichick still feels like this was the diamond in the rough that Brady was in the 6th round, that Mac Jones should have gone up at the top of the draft, and he fell 15 big slots, which is the equivalent in Belichick's mind of Brady falling to the 6th round.
Remember, Skip, the 49ers, before they had that second look at Trey Lance, had Mac Jones. A lot of people thought Mac Jones was going 3rd to the 49ers.
Thought they were sitting right on top of him all along. It wasn't until very late in the process that there started to be a little speculation. Wait a second, what about the North Dakota State kid, right? Okay, because of that, I believe that Cam, unfortunately, and I am a Cam fan and a Cam backer and have been from pre-draft, I'm afraid he just gave Belichick the excuse he needed and Mac Jones the opportunity he needed because Belichick is old school coaching. He believes that practice really counts.
Absolutely.
And if you show him in practice, it actually counts to him. It matters to where you could win a job by showing me in practice.
Or lose a job.
Or lose a job. And they got another practice session, and this one's on a higher level starting today against the Giants, a joint practice, so he's going to get to go against an opposing defense that'll run some new looks at him. They won't hit him because you can't hit in the joint practice, but you watch Mac Jones get extended time in the Sunday final preseason game because this is a big deal for Belichick to pull the plug on Cam and go forward with Mac Jones. But it just feels like it's heading in that direction. So this is just a practice, but I'm reading the USA Today story this morning very early about his performance yesterday in practice. Big deal, maybe to Belichick, because yesterday Mac Jones went 30 of 38. He did throw 2 picks. But he's going against the guys who picked it. Devin McCourty and J.C. Jackson are really good at what they do.
Exactly.
Two of the best at what they do,
J.C. Jackson
right?
was second in league in interceptions last week.
Okay, so he got picked twice. But near the end of practice, he twice drove his offense, like 80-yard drives for 2 touchdowns that prompted Belichick to make the defensive players drop and do sets of push-ups because that was their penance that they had to pay for that,
right.
okay? So he did that, and I'm guessing that resonated with Bill Belichick. And then I'm reading quotes from yesterday from one Matthew Slater, who is the longest tenured Patriot. He's the most respected veteran. He is the captain of this team. And when he speaks, my ears go wide open.
Right.
And he was talking about Mac Jones saying his family should be proud of the way they raised him and the way he carries himself, the way that he commands respect of even guys like myself, older guys that have been here for a while. And he concludes, he's earned that respect by the way he's gone about his craft. So he's been a joy to work with, says Matthew Slater, of a rookie quarterback challenging Cam Newton, who is a former MVP of this league. Those words resonated to me, and I believe they'll resonate to Bill Belichick. So all of a sudden, I sit back, and I'm going to state this again. Cam has his reasons for not getting vaccinated. They're personal reasons. I don't know exactly what they are, but I do respect his right as an American to have that choice made that direction. But if he's just at home living by himself, that's fine.
Right.
But he works under Bill Belichick for the New England Patriots in a team concept. You cannot do anything but maximize your chances to make the team better. And you're
especially that position, Skip, being vaccinated.
You're the quarterback.
You make it really, really hard because that's the guy.
That's
the guy.
You are the face of this franchise. You are the leader just by position of this franchise.
And I think, Skip, the thing that what it does is that when you take the lion's share of the reps, you don't have to press. Because, Skip, if I'm only getting 2 reps, I need to show in one of those 2 reps, I need to show Coach Belichick something. So now I'm going to press. I'm going to probably try to make a throw that I shouldn't make. But I got him leaving an imprint on him. Now that I'm taking 7, 8 of those reps, now I can relax and let the game come to me. I can let it flow.
So after I slept on it, it hit me even harder. Cam Newton got rocked and racked by COVID last year, and it ruined his season.
So you would think I would be the first one as soon as somebody in my age demographic can get it, I'm going to get the test.
Go get the vaccine because it will maximize your chances to beat COVID if you get it again and to please your teammates because we're all in this together.
Right.
And it allows you as a team to operate under less strict rules because if you're all vaccinated, a lot of the rules are gone. Right. And yet he didn't even seem to fathom that if he leaves the area without being vaccinated, you're going to fall into a protocol that's going to cost you at least 5 days.
Right.
It's just his career could be teetering right now. I don't know if another team would sign him. I don't know if he loses this job if Belichick would keep him. He's almost too great to keep as the backup. It might be too much pressure exerted because, help me out, if Mac struggles in game number 1.
But Skip, remember, he got it. It did a number on him. COVID did a number on Cam.
Yeah, he was off to a rip-roaring start.
And then he got COVID and Skip. He wasn't the same player when he came back. So you would think, man, I'm going to get that vaccine because I don't want to go through what I went through last time. No way, no how. And Coach Belichick looks at it, okay, this is a team. One guy's vaccinated, the other guy isn't. It's not like Cam is head and shoulders in the preseason above Mac Jones. So now Coach Belichick is looking at, I don't know, this thing neck and neck, and one guy's vaccinated who I can count on. And if the guy gets COVID, guess what? He's going to be out 14. He's going to be out 14 days, 2 weeks. You make Coach Belichick's job real easy.
Easier. I thought from the start Mac Jones would be the game 1 starter. You said going into the draft he's the most ready. to start game 1, and I think Belichick concurs with your view.
Man, I hate that Cam put himself in this position.
So do I.
Yeah, well, Bill Belichick, just with that little face, he told us what he's thinking, guys. We're going to switch gears entirely. Listen up to this next story. Knicks center Nerlens Noel filed a lawsuit against former agent Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, claiming he lost $58 million.